Okay, so last night, Jamal Murray hit a huge game-winning shot, so right now I am going to break that shot down and really talk about what he did so that you yourself can hit more game-winning shots just like Jamal Murray did right here. So let's get down and let's check it out really quickly. If you want to be able to shoot the basketball from further away, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. And if you like the idea of being able to write on top of this video, the app is called Coach Lens, and the app is down in the description below, and you can get 10% off with my link. Okay, so at this point, we have 9 seconds left on the clock. The game is tie, and Jamal Murray is dribbling the ball up the court. The defense is getting set, and we all know that he is going to take the last shot. However, with this team, there is Jokic, and he sometimes takes the last shot too, so it does give the LA Lakers two options to defend. So really, they should be loading up on these two guys. Now we have 6.5 seconds left, and one of the things that I really like to teach my players is exactly what we see right here, and that is switch everything. 4.5 seconds left, you switch that. You don't try to fight through the screen, you just switch. That way there is always full coverage and we don't need to worry about open shots. Now we have Anthony Davis guarding Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is going to have a speed advantage while Anthony Davis is going to have the height advantage. Now, while we are in the age of inclusivity and we want to include all players, and of course there's always going to be some parents or some players who complain about not ever being allowed to take the last shot, you want your number one guy to take the last shot unless he's being covered, in which case he needs to pass it off to somebody who may be the second best option. However, you generally want your best player to be able to go into an ISO situation with 4 or 5 seconds left and have an opportunity to at least get a shot off. If we rewind just a bit, if we rewind to about right here, at this point, he is looking at that clock when he's on his way down the court, and he's going to be thinking to himself, okay, well, I'm calling for a screen. We can see that right here. After we get that screen, a staggered screen, I get the matchup that I want. We got 4.5 seconds left, and at this time, as a player, we are counting down in our heads. And generally speaking, I'm not too sure if he's doing this, but whenever I needed to take the last shot, or I tell a player that they are taking the last shot, they need to count down, and I tell them this, 1 second ahead. So even though the clock says 4.5, he should be counting at 3. At this time, he should be counting 3, 2, 1, and then I can get that shot off right on 1. And as soon as that clock in my head reaches 1, at that time, I need to take the shot. That way, I know the clock or the buzzer is going to go when the ball is in the air. I know I have the shot off in time, and all I need to worry about is the shot going in. That's exactly what happened here. Now, at this time, when we are in this situation, he's making a little bit of a hezzy right there. That way, he's able to get past his man or at least create the distance that he needs. When he's attacking, he's got his shoulders much lower than Anthony Davis's. This is going to give him leverage if he needs to get to the rim. Anthony Davis did a really good job on forcing Jamal Murray towards the sideline and not giving him the ability to get to that rim. Personally, if I was Anthony Davis, I would have given him the lane to the rim, because then at least I can use my height to try to block his shot, versus him doing a step back, creating the distance that he needs, because we all know if you are cold-blooded, if you are the guy on your team, creating space is all he needs, because he's going to make that in his head. He is saying to himself, this is in, get everything in line, get my elbow in line, this shot's in no matter what. I'm making this thing. And he makes it. But the biggest thing that I need to tell you is there's two. One, when you're attacking and you've got this much time left, you have to be counting down in your head. When you are back at this point right here, when you come off of that last screen, or you've got 4 seconds, 3 seconds left, you need to make up a decision right now what you are going to do. And at this point, I would be thinking, okay, I'm going to try to either attack the rim. I've got a big guy on this side, so I can't go back middle. I need to go outside. And then on this last dribble right here, now I'm seeing, okay, well, he's not going to be giving me middle. I've got lots of help on this side. These guys can come out and help. I don't exactly have a ton of time to be able to get to that rim. I need to pull up somewhere in that spot. How I'm going to do that right here, I'm going to take 1 or 2 dribbles. I'm going to create my distance. 1, 2, step off, create the distance, get my elbow in line. That's all I need to know before I get that shot off. And then at this point, you know it's going in or not. In fact, we have David right here as well, and you cannot hear it in this clip. However, we are counting down from the bench how much time is left on this clock, and we are counting down the entire time. This is actually a really good habit to get your team into, and that is counting down when there's not much time left on the clock. David takes one dribble, takes a spin off. He's created a little bit of distance there. That quick sidestep away creates the distance. This is a simple move that you can use to be able to get your last shot off. And then when you shoot, as long as your elbow's in line, he did a quick release there. As long as that elbow's in line all the way up, you're set. We have a different angle as well, where in this angle, we can see a really good time where he takes that pivot back, creates the distance that he needs to be able to dribble that ball. And then when he takes that last spin, takes that one dribble towards the basket, he's created the distance here, but he has somebody coming out to double team. You need to get that shot off quick. And a one motion shot, as he did right here, allows him to make that last buzzer beater. If it wasn't for his one motion shot here, he probably would have been blocked. And I'm going to give you a quick tip as well. This is the 3-point line. This is much farther than a 3-point line. Distance shooting needs a one motion shot. It's going to give you more power. Shooting with coverage, you need to have a one motion shot like this as well. That is going to allow you to hit those buzzer beaters from extremely long range. So 3 takeaways from this video. Have a one motion shot. It's going to allow your shot to be faster and you can shoot from further away. Number 2, when you are attacking and you're going to pull up for a shot, guess what? You need to get that elbow in line. That is number 1. When you are going to take that last second shot, get that elbow in line. That's at least going to be a straight shot. And then number 3 is count down in your head. If you can count down in your head 3, 2, 1, and you're a second ahead of the clock itself, you're going to be setting yourself up for success. And if you are the number 1 guy on your team, you need to be practicing shots like this. You need to be just going to the park for like 30 minutes every week. Just being like 3, 2, and just think of different situations in your head coming off of a screen, maybe a snatchback, pull, whatever it may be. Just go through those situations in practice settings so that when it comes to a game, you're all set. As a coach myself, we like to run 3-second attack drills where we can get every single player in a situation where, okay, well, now we can see who's scoring in practice. When it comes to a game and we need that last second shot, this player is going to do it this week. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time. If you want to shoot the basketball from further away, go check out the shooting workout that is down in the description below.